Hi guys, welcome to my weekly reading. This is Riza here. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week and you are looking forward to Easter Sunday. I hope the bunny rabbit comes and visits all of you. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for your comments, your shares, your likes. You have been wonderful. You have no idea how much you have helped me evolve and come out of behind the camera, first of all, because at first I know you guys remember that I was very shy and I couldn't even come to you live, but more often than not I am coming to you live now, and I feel so confident, and I appreciate your validation for my guides as well and my intuition. You've helped me tremendously, and I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You have been a great help and a great support to me. I hope that I have done the same for you. I truly adore what it is that I am doing for you guys, and please help me share my videos with your friends so that I can get my message out to others. I have such a need to express myself and express what the guides are telling me for each and every one of you and myself as well. Um, this week we're going to be going over the universal energies for April the 5th through the 12th, I believe. Let's see. Oh, I don't see my calendar here. Yep, the 5th through the 12th. That's what I have on there. I totally drew a blank. I was so connected to the guides. Sorry about that. Um, for this week's reading, I am going to use the Psychic Tarot cards again by John Holland. I really like them. I'm also going to use a couple of cards from the Angel, God, and Goddesses. And I will be using the Mother Mary cards as well. A couple of cards from that deck. Since it is the Easter weekend, I want to use at least a couple of cards from the Mother Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. I again have the interactive reading for you guys, 1, 2, and 3. I'll show you a peek at the board. Let's see if you can. I'm hoping you guys can see it. There's your choices, 1, 2, and 3, the Mother Mary cards. The reading again is a little large, but I probably won't mind. Since this is a deck based on relationships, we'll be focusing the interpretation of the cards towards relationships, but you have to also apply it to your situation because it could be representing anything in your life, not just a relationship with a significant other, but with yourself, family members, people at work, neighbors, close friends, relationships in general. Okay? They can also represent things that you're trying to do in your life, like house moves or buying a car, or you name it. It could represent different situations, but I'm going to be focusing on relationships. In my personal readings for my clients, most of them want to know about relationships. That's their main question. So that's what I'm going to try to focus this reading towards, relationships, because that's what they mostly want to know about. So, guys, here's a big reading for relationships for all of us, all of you guys, as well as myself. So, that is what I focused on when I meditated and dealt the cards. I pre selected them because I wanted to place them in certain areas and I wanted to put my little numbers on them and I wanted to prepare. It takes me a long time to shuffle them out. At other times I'll do it live, but I hope you guys are trusting that I am not selecting the cards, that they're selecting themselves, because it's what my intentions are. I don't have any reason to lie or cheat you guys. I hear other readers say that kind of stuff, so I'm just saying it as well. But I don't have any reason to say that because you guys have never said anything to me about those situations. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to our reading. The first card that we have. Okay. This card is called Moving On. And as you can see in the card, there's a guy and he's walking down the edge of a beach. We have the water coming towards him. So automatically you can already tell that this is a water card and it's in reference to your emotions about relationships. Okay, and it represents changes in your relationships. It represents cycles that we all go through in life because it's sometimes in our relationships we are up and we're really happy, and then there's times in our relationships when we're down and we're not sure what to do about our relationship. So there's cycles that we're going through, learning cycles, and there's nothing we can do. We all go through it. It's part of life. Sometimes this card represents there's some sort of stagnation going on in your relationship at the moment, and you're not quite sure what to do. Um, you feel that you're either outgrowing the relationship or you have become disinterested because you're both not growing at the same pace. You're not nurturing each other anymore in your relationship, and you feel like maybe you have to take a different perspective on your relationship, or in some cases you're going to be moving away from your relationship. You're going to be saying goodbye to your relationship and heading out in another direction. And for some of you, this is a relationship that you have worked on for many, many years, but it no longer makes you feel happy. You're not happy in the relationship, even though you have invested a lot of time into it. So either you guys are going to go off by yourselves for a while and try to meditate and see if you can come up with a new way to approach this relationship to try to spark it up again a little bit, or you're going to be separating or moving away from the relationship for a while because all relationships must evolve. Just like life, it's a constant evolution towards improving ourselves one way or the other. And relationships are included in that. And if you don't feel like you're being validated, or that you're growing along with your partner, sometimes you have to move away from the relationship, and at times you come back together again because that's just the way it is. You give your partner space to breathe or to think, or to see what exactly is going on in the relationship, and sometimes it just pulls you guys together again. The second card. The second card says move. Okay, this is a major arcana card in the regular tarot card. I believe this one represents the chariot. The chariot is forward movement, keeping everything under control and moving forward in a certain aspect in your life. And this is about relationships. So it would be taking charge, moving forward. Um, you're acting, you're directing all of your energy towards a particular goal. You're putting focused effort into getting somewhere, into moving forward. You're being proactive as opposed to being passive and not doing anything. You're disciplining yourself. You need to take action, where your relationship is concerned. Perhaps if you take some positive action towards your relationship or fixing whatever it is that you feel is gone awry in your relationship, it may help mend it at the moment. And for some of you that already have tried and know that moving away would be optimal in your relationship at the moment, would be the thing that you need to do for yourself, then by all means move, take the initiative and move forward in your life so that you can open room for something new to come into your life. you know um For those of you that are single, this card is representing forward movement in your life. You're finally seeing, perhaps by spending some time alone, okay, and getting away from the humdrum of every day, your work or what have you, and meditating on your situation, you have decided that you're going to move forward and try to find ways or creative ways to meet new people. Um, there are many ways out there that you can. I am no expert in that because really I don't really go out much to try to find creative ways of meeting people. So I can't give you a whole bunch of pointers on that. Maybe you can be more creative and proactive where that is concerned. But going out to places that you like, looking at what it is that interests you in life, and getting out there and trying to meet people in those areas is a good way to do it. There's a lot of dating sites. There's a lot of um, places on the internet that you can meet people, even though I really don't like that type of meeting people. But hey, you never know what's going to work for you. There's also lessons you can take, exercise, dancing, um, go on trips where you go in groups and you may meet people that way. I mean, I don't know. There's a bunch of creative ways that don't involve going out to bars or to places where there's negative energies, because that's not really going to help much. But, in some extreme cases, you may meet someone while out with friends, eating, or, in places like that, having an ice cream or a coffee somewhere. You might meet someone interesting. So try to come up with new, innovative ways to get out there and meet people. Try to think out of the box, because your soulmate may be in the most unexpected place, and by thinking out of the box might help you find him that way. Okay. All right. The next card that we have in the reading is, I believe we got this card last week. This is the Magician card, another major arcana card, and it's manifest. Now, for this week, we have it reversed. And I normally do not read cards in reverse, but if they come out in reverse by some miracle, because I usually uh, don't have them to the point where they come out, they have to flip on their own, either as I'm shuffling or as they're put on the table. And they're very creative sometimes as to how they fall away and flip on their own. But this one has decided to flip, and in the upright position, it represents someone who is taking charge of acting, of creating, of focusing energy, like you see him here, and sending it out to attract whatever it is that you're trying to manifest into your life, whether you're in a relationship or not, whether it's a job, a car, a home, whatever it is you're trying to manifest. The magician represents an energy field that opens up for you, and that it's telling you that you have all of the tools at the moment at your disposal in order to be able to manifest your true heart's desire, whatever it is. Whether it's more money, more love, more freedom, whatever it is you want, you can actually bring it about at this time. The fact that it is upside down is telling me that we're being blocked by some weird reason. We're blocking ourselves from actually manifesting our heart's desire. Either we don't know exactly what it is that we want at this moment, and we're blocking ourselves in that fashion, or we're sending the universe mixed feelings or mixed signals as to what we want. Perhaps one day we want one thing, and the next day we're saying, no, we don't really want that, we actually want this other thing. And then we're not being clear as to what we want. We're blocking ourselves in essence. Okay. And this is a powerful time for you, so you need to turn this card right side up to be able to manifest your desires. That's whether you're in a relationship and are trying to improve it, or whether you're not in a relationship and you're trying to attract one towards you. You need to sit with yourself. You need to see exactly what it is that you want. Okay, you need to meditate. You need to spend some time alone and write it down if you have to. Make notes of what it is you would like to see manifest in your life. And then put those intentions out there to the universe. Focus and think about it. Right now, we're having a full moon this weekend. As I mentioned last week, we're having a lunar eclipse. We're having a full moon in Libra, which is all about balance and justice, what is just in our lives to bring balance into our lives. We have Easter, which is representing rebirth, reincarnation, um, many things that we can bring into our lives that are positive. So at this time, we need to flip this card right side up so that we can manifest what we want in our lives, okay? The next card, again, another card that's reversed. This is the lead card, is the number 4, another major arcana. Guys, we've already got 3 major arcana cards showing up in our reading. That is uncanny that so many major arcana cards came out. So a lot of the things that we're going through at the moment are brought on by spirit, and these changes are going to occur in our lives. So we might as well look at them in a positive way because they're happening regardless of what we want or don't want in our lives. Now, the Emperor, which is what this card represents, is all about leadership, is all about foundations, solidifying your foundations, being a leader. This represents Aries, one of the fire signs. It's all about guiding, prioritizing, acting, structure, putting efforts into everything that you do, being a leader. And for us, it has come out in the reverse position, just like the magician. We are blocking ourselves. We're not taking a lead role. We're being submissive. We're allowing things to happen to us and staying quiet. We're not trying to get out there and move the energy and see what we can bring about in a positive way into our lives. We need to lead or follow. We need to do both in order to bring balance into our lives. Okay, we need to do it in not a dominating way. We need to be able to guide without being forceful as we lead, and we don't want to be sheep. We don't want to follow, okay, what the people are pushing you around and telling you you must do or have to be. You don't want to do that. You want to turn this card right side up and be a leader through guidance. Lead through example, okay? You want to have a solid structure, a solid foundation for your relationships to exist. That's whether you're in a relationship or you're trying to manifest a relationship. You have to be sure of yourself. You have to be a leader in your own right in order to attract someone wonderful into your life. So come on, guys. We're blocking ourselves in the wrong ways this week. That's kind of funny because normally I never have reverse cards. The next card that's showing is dedicated effort. This is number 8. As you can see here, we have a man that is painting a beautiful painting of what he would like to see manifest in his relationship. A wonderful woman that comes into his life where he can share love. They're connected on a soul level. You see this beautiful bright light that's being blessed by the universe. He's taking very detailed effort into making everything perfect, all the little tiny lines, all the beautiful perfect lines that show what he desires. So you need to really get down there and find out exactly what it is you desire, what you would like to see manifest, whether you're in an existing relationship, how to tweak it, how to make it more workable, more perfect for you, And if you're not in a relationship and you're trying to manifest one, what will it take to manifest one? This card, the 8, represents the 8 of Pentacles in the regular tarot deck. It represents someone that is meticulously working at his craft, trying to manifest what he desires in the physical world. So that's what he is doing here. He's meticulously painting the picture of what he desires the most in his life. And in this picture, his painting is of a relationship. So, people, you have to put focused energy, dedicate your efforts and yourself every day into manifesting this relationship that you would like to see manifest in your life. The last card before the interactive reading is a chakra card. We have pulled the solar plexus chakra this time. Okay? This chakra is halfway between your rib cage and your navel. It sits right in the middle. Its color is golden yellow. The sound that it emits would be the ram sound. Ram. The element is fire. The glands that it rolls over would be the pancreas, the adrenaline glands. This chakra represents power, vitality in your life, your willpower, your self-esteem, your confidence. It also rules over your clairsentience, that's the inner feelings, which is a major psychic reception area. It also deals with your past life relationships. So when you're dealing with someone from a past life, you have a karmic pull with, it's going to pull very tightly on your solar plexus and you're going to feel it. It's going to feel sore. It will feel sore because of it. And the way that you can um, work on this chakra would be to breathe, would be breathing exercises. Inhaling the color yellow. As you breathe in, you inhale that golden yellow and you see it coming from the glowing sun. Send it to your energy vortex, that solar plexus. As you breathe in, send it towards your solar plexus. Breathe in, breathe out. Try this exercise several times a day as you're focusing on your solar plexus. Oh, try wearing yellow. Try looking at things that are yellow, like yellow flowers, the color yellow, wherever you can find it. Focus on it when you do see it and think of your chakra. This is going to help you with your relationships, as this is the chakra that deals a lot with your relationships and the way that you feel about yourself. So that right there isn't going to hurt you. Okay, for those of you that have picked number 1, let's see what it is, and it is Release, another major arcana card, number 13. This card represents the Death card in the normal tarot cards. It's about discarding what you no longer need in your life. It's about shedding the old to make room for the new. It's about endings that bring about beautiful and wonderful beginnings. It's about transforming yourself. See how this man is coming out of his shell. He's having a connection with the divine. He's transforming himself from the inside out. He no longer wishes to proceed in his life the way that it is, and he wants to grow. He wants to grow spiritually, karmically, and he wants to evolve. So he is growing out of his shell. He's ripping it off. He's taking away all of the old skin and coming new. He's coming out new. He's transforming. He's becoming more free, free to be himself, his true self, not the self that he portends out to others, the self that others want him to be and not who he truly is. He's showing empowerment. There's renewal around him, especially the affairs of the heart. Renewal will happen in your relationships through release. Release the old so that the new has room to come in. That's whether you're in a relationship or you are hoping to manifest a relationship. You have got to release so that whatever is old and it isn't working can fall away from you so that you have room to let the new come into your life and into your relationship. Okay? Holding on too tightly sometimes to your mates, trying to control your relationship so that they happen in a certain way, uh, can hurt it tremendously. It can actually end it. So sometimes you need to let go. Let go and see at the end what is actually left. Is there any love there? Do they come back? Does it change? And see if you actually had any love in your relationship at all once you just totally let go of it. And for those of you that have picked number 2, we have the Seek card. Unbelievable, but so another major arcana card. This card is the Hermit card in the regular tarot deck. It tells you to seek from within your answers, to step away by yourself and listen to nature, listen to the birds, listen to the messages that they have to bring you. Seek answers from within also. Your intuition, your higher self will give you a lot of the answers that you already seek, you already know. But you need to go off and listen to yourself and truly listen to the answers that your higher self is going to give you. Don't dismiss them or don't say, okay, well, I don't care what you're saying, I'm going to do this. Don't do that either because you're only hurting yourself and your significant other. Or if you're looking for a relationship, you're going to hurt it ever coming into your life. Okay? When individuals are so engrossed in relationships and they're trying to make it work in a certain situation that isn't working, they lose sight of who they truly are. They lose sight of themselves or what it is they're trying to do for themselves because they become so engrossed in that negative part of their relationship and things that aren't going right, which you shouldn't have to control or put so much effort into it. If there's something wrong, there's a reason for it, and you need to find the underlying reason and not try to control it and just get all uh, tied up in knots over it. You need to either fix it or take a step back. Take a step back from the relationship and try to find some inner peace. Because sometimes that brings about answers that you can't see when you're all tied up in the battle of the relationship and trying to make things work and working at the same time and taking care of a house. It just becomes overwhelming sometimes when you have too many things and you can't step back and take a look at what exactly is going on in your relationship. Why haven't you been able to manifest a relationship? There's a reason. And if you are in a relationship and things aren't going optimal, then there's a reason for that as well. You need to step back and see what it is that's going on and how you can try to work it out. Sometimes you need to seek out the expert advice of either a counselor, a good friend, someone that you can trust that can help you sort out your feelings. So you can take that into consideration too. Sometimes there can't be a we until there is a me. So sometimes you have to work on yourself in order to fix the relationship problems because usually they're just reflections of who we are, what we have to fix in ourselves. Our partner is going to reflect that back to us. So by seeking the answers within, you can usually fix what's going on outside of you. Okay? For those of you that have picked number 3, we may have gotten this card last reading as well. Another major arcana card. I don't believe it. This is the Listen card. In the regular tarot, it's the High Priestess. So this card is telling you that in order for you to work on your relationship, sometimes you need to listen. You need to listen to what the other person is telling you when they're talking. Instead of jumping in and giving them your opinion right away, listen. Listen with your ears. Pay attention to what the other person is actually saying. Use your senses to get an intuitive feeling of what they're not saying. Look at them with your eyes and look at the body language, at what they're saying with their body. Okay, sometimes we can pick up on a lot of that through our other senses of what the other person is not saying with their words, and also listen to their words. Sometimes we just skip right over all that listening because we're already planning on what we're going to answer, and we don't hear them at all. And that is a block right there in communication. That is, it's terrible. If you're trying to work on your relationship, it's not going to help if you're not actually listening and paying attention to your partner. If you're trying to manifest a relationship, you're not listening to your own intuition that's telling you when to act. You're in fear. Besides, if you see someone and you want to talk to them, but you're afraid, oh, what are they going to think? And you don't act, you're never going to know, what, if anything could have come from it. You tell yourself all of these reasons why you shouldn't say something, why it's not going to work, and you put all this negative energy into it, that yeah, nothing is going to work if you do that. But what if you do say something? If they shoot you down, then oh well, at least you know that you tried everything that you could. But if you don't listen to your intuition, then you're just not going to get anywhere if you're trying to manifest a relationship into your life. You have to let go of fear and ego based thoughts and listen to your intuition that's trying to guide you to the proper place and to the proper person. If it's telling you someone is a mistake and you feel it in your solar plexus, then by all means listen to that. If it's telling you go ahead, don't be afraid, then go ahead. Don't be afraid. Make the first move. Act on it. That's what this other card is telling you. Move. If you want this, a relationship, something solid in your life, a soul level relationship, you have to act. You have to turn this card right side up and start manifesting your desires. But first of all, you need to know what it is that you want. That way you can actually manifest it into your life, okay? You need to spend some time with yourself. Seek the answers. Release all of the old negative patterns that you've had in your relationships up to now, whether you're single or with someone. Release the old patterns. Take time to listen to your higher self. Listen without acting at first, okay? Listen, find out what it is you want out of a relationship, and then, by all means, act and lead. Lead like the emperor would, so that you can have structure and foundation in your relationship, not just a thought that you never take action to solidify. Okay. The cards from the angels, gods, and goddesses. The first card I got was Angel of Vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. I'm not sure what this means, but I'm sure it'll mean something special to someone. We have the Dove of Peace representing Christ consciousness. We have someone that's looking out over us, they're protecting us, they're sending us light so that we can open our eyes and see where it is that we're being lied to, whether we're lying to ourselves, someone else is telling us a story that somehow our intuition is saying, well, that doesn't sound right. Listen to your gut feeling. Here is that yellow light again, representing the solar plexus. Okay? Listen to your intuition. Listen to that gut feeling. Open your eyes and look through the eyes of God, through the eyes of the angels and your guides. They're trying to show you something. Either it's about yourself or it's about others that are involved in your life, whether it's friends, family, relationships, workers, you name it. Try to Listen to what others are telling you. Read their body language. Try to discern the truth from the lies. That might help you right there in your relationships. The other card is Angel of Support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. They're sending you support through either other people that will help and support you and move you along in your relationship quest, or with your existing relationships, or it's angels and guides that are going to be guiding you. Perhaps people that have passed away from your own family that are going to be taking you by the hand and guiding you towards the answers to your prayers. So, again, listen to that intuition. Listen with your intuition, with your higher self, okay? Because they'll be sending you messages. They're going to send you support, so open up to it. Say, yes, thank you. I appreciate all the support that you're sending me, with open arms. The cards from the Mother Mary deck. The first one, I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's other creations. Look at everything through the eyes of grace. And always be grateful and thankful for everything that the universe provides for us. Be loving and supportive with yourself and others around you. Be graceful. Be graceful, and that is going to attract so much love into your life. Honesty. I am in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. Be honest with yourself and honest with others at all times. Honesty is the best policy, regardless of what pain it'll bring about or it doesn't. Being honest will help you evolve. So be honest about what you think, whether it's friends, families, co-workers. Be honest with everyone. Be honest, okay? Because that is going to open up some gateways that perhaps could be blocked at the moment, because you're not expressing your honest feelings with others. You need to do that. As I have promised, I have a list here of the people that I have chosen for the free readings for this week. I said I was going to choose 3. I chose 4. The names on my list are Kathleen Gerard. I'm sorry, I totally massacred your last name. The second name is Stephen Graham. The third name is Nathan Jones. And the fourth name is Cindy Gregg. Now, I want you guys to send me your Gmail so that when I do your reading, I can send it to you through the email, all right? I'm going to pull 3 cards. You don't need to tell me what I need to read on, because the way I'm going to do it is I'll pull 3 cards, one for general knowledge, the second one for home and careers, and the third one for romance. 3 cards, and just read them for each one of you guys, okay? Here's my list. Kathleen Gerard, Stephen Graham, Nathan Jones, and Cindy Gregg. I think you guys can see the name perfectly. So send me your Gmail address and I will send you the readings. I will be doing them tonight, between tonight and tomorrow, before Monday, of course, and then I'll send them in your email. Okay, so get me your emails as soon as possible so I can take care of that for you as promised. I love you guys. Each and every week I will have different specials or things that I will do for you. As long as you guys hang with me, I'll hang with you. And if you guys would like a private reading with me, check the links below this video. My email address is there. I'm still running that special reading for 3 decks, 3 questions, until the end of this month. When the end of the month comes about, I will take that reading out and maybe I'll come up with something else. I'm not sure yet what that will be. I love you guys. I thank you for all of your support. A great big virtual hug. Lots of kisses for you guys. Have a blessed and a happy Easter. I send you lots of love from my heart to yours, as always. Bye for now. I'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye now.